What is happening, everybody? You are back with TheReal PG, and this is another Prizepicks NFL video. Today we're coming in for Sunday, October 23rd. This video is going to be specific to the 1 p.m. slate since I woke up late. I didn't get a ton of time to get the video out, but I want to get you guys some picks. The 4:30 in the night game will have plenty more time to do some digging, as well as for the NBA. Before we get into the video, if I could ask you guys to please hit that like button today. We're shooting for 100 likes today. I got a big giveaway happening. Well, not a big giveaway necessarily, but the first giveaway. So it's a big giveaway in that sense for hitting some milestones on the YouTube channel and the Discord. So like I said, hit the like button. I'm shooting for 100 likes today, guys. Let's get there. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already. Hit that bell button so that you're getting the freshest lines. Nothing like catching the ass end of a line and losing a bet by a hook because of it. So to stay up to date, have the bell button clicked and make sure that you are checking out the free Discord channel. There's a link in the description to every single video, and I think you will be extremely happy with taking a look in there. And if not, you can leave for free. No harm, no foul, guys. So with that being said, let's get on with today's 1 p.m. slate. So we're going to be starting in the first game, Detroit Lions versus Dallas Cowboys. There are some updated lines, so I do want to just do some live scrolling real quick to make sure that nothing popped up that I am interested in. And actually there is one play I am now interested in, so we're going to take a look at that first, and then we'll get into what I have. So CDE Lamb over 73.5 yards against these Lions. If we take a look at the wide receivers versus the Lions, they're a top 7-8 team, is in the worst 7 or 8 against the wide receiver. So if we take a look at Lamb's line on here, he is set at 71.5. The book has him at 73.5 at a minus 139 to the over and a plus 105 to the under. So that's some nice value. Plus you get 2 yards off on Prizepicks. If we take a look back, CD has been hitting that line pretty convincingly. So I'm going to go ahead and lock that in as play number 1. And I'm actually going to put an entry in on this as we go. I do love that play, actually. All right, so next we're going to be taking a look at his teammate, Tony Pollard. So Tony Pollard in this game is slated for 36.5 rushing yards, and on that play he is juiced at minus 137 to the over and plus 103 to the under. If we take a look on Prizepicks at Tony Pollard, and he's at 37.5, so 1 yard higher on Prizepicks. If we look back, getting the job done every single game except for the Washington game. I'm not sure what happened there. At 4 yards every other game. He has crushed this 37.5. So you can go ahead and lock that in for a more as well. All right, so that will conclude that game. Get on to game 2. Giants versus the Jags. We're going to be going to Mr. Daniel Bellinger and looking at his pass receptions prop at over 2.5 on Prizepicks. They have it set as a 3. I do still like it at 3. If we look at Bellinger, he has had pretty much, he's at 4, 3, 2, and 5, so he's right on that 3 pace. I think he's been getting an uptick in routes run, an uptick in targets, and against this Jacksonville team. Let's take a look. Jacksonville versus the tight end. Where are you at, Jacksonville Jaguars? How is this matchup? So it's not a great matchup. They're middle of the league. It's not a bad matchup, though. And like I said, I do see the uptick happening. So I think 3 is a good look. So we're going to put that in for the over. I'm going to keep that to the side, though. Note that it's an over, though. But I am making a card as we go, and I'm going to be submitting this card. So next we have Saquon Barkley we're going to be looking at Saquon's rushing yards. He's been getting the job done. He was 7 yards shy one game. He's cracked it otherwise. So if we look at Saquon on the sportsbook, he is listed at a minus 150 to the over 76.5 and a plus 114 to the under. So it's the exact same line at 76.5. You see he's been hitting it. I think he is going to be hitting it today against Jacksonville. Let's take a look at Jacksonville versus the wide receiver. Number 5 in the league, fifth worst against the rush, with an average of 29.83 fantasy points per game. So that's pretty steadily over 76 yards to get up to a fantasy score like that. So I think that is a pretty safe play. Heavy juice to the over. All right, we're going to slide down a little further to Zay Jones. This is more of a lean, but Zay Jones over 3.5 receptions. If we look him up on here, he is also at 3.5, and he's been hitting 6, 3, 10, 3, 5. So his 2 games, he's lost by a hook. Every other game has been convincingly over. I think this game is going to shoot out, to be honest. Jacksonville Giants game. So if we take a look again on the sportsbook, they had it at minus 141. So Zay Jones to the over 3.5, I think, is a good look. Next, we're going to be jumping into game 3 of the day. Oh, I skipped a game totally, or I just had no plays from that game. Let's just double check real quick. Oh yeah, this game just was pretty bonkers from what I can remember. Yeah, I got nothing in this game. Okay. Atlanta, Cincinnati. We're going to be going down to Joe Mixon. Sure nothing big has moved. Okay. So Joey Mixon at a minus 153 to the over 3.5 pass receptions, under plus 114. If we look up Joey Mixon on here, see what he has been doing, it is the identical 3.5 line, and Joe has been either hitting 3 or 4 every game. So it's kind of a coin flip, a little bit of a gamble in this, but Vegas believes he's going to be going over. And I don't see why he couldn't get the over, just as likely to get the under. His average is exactly what his projected receptions is. So I like that play. If you're looking for something to throw in, just like a last play kind of thing, I do like that, and I think it's a good look. So next, we're going to be moving into the game that has the most plays on this whole slate for me, and it's all coming from the Cleveland side, oddly enough. Kind of nervous about taking Cleveland props, but Vegas says take them. The lines from the past say take them, so I'm going to take them. So we got Njoku first at 39.5 receiving yards on the books. If we look him up on Prizepicks, he is listed 1 yard higher at 40.5. Njoku has been a monster, crushing that line. Lock that in. I feel very good about that play. Very good about that play. Next, we got DPJ's receptions. Donovan Peoples-Jones over 2.5. If we look up here, I'm assuming they have it as a 3. They do. But he has hit 5.44 the last 3 games. So he's been seeing looks, been getting his hands on the ball. Let's check where Baltimore ranks against the wide receiver. Middle of the league. So it's a hit or miss matchup. This is another one of those, if you're looking for a last play, I like DPJ to the over. we're going to stick right in that, and this is kind of getting some correlation in your plays. If you like the DPJ look and you like the Njoku look, then I would advise jumping on the Brissett completions over 18.5. He's been hitting it every single game so far, very consistent. If we look at the line on Jacoby, it's minus 140 to the over, plus 106 to the under. Sorry about my dog, guys. And I do have 2 as props that will not be using the sportsbook for, and they're going to be field goal attempts. And I do like the over on Ryan Suckup as well as Jason Myers. If we take a look at Myers, he has been steady Eddie, 3-2-2-4, and Ryan Suckup had the one game where he came up one shy. Otherwise, he's been doing the 2-2-2 and a 4. So I think those are both pretty safe plays. They both teams are favorites, and I think that they're going to struggle to get into the end zone per usual, kind of. As far as Tampa's side of that, it's not so much as not getting into the end zone, it's just they put up a lot of points, and I think they're going to violently dominate Carolina today. So those are my last 2 picks for you guys. Ryan Suckup and Jason Myers over 1.5 field goals. So I'm going to go ahead and recap the whole list. All right, so we're going to start with the added CeeDee Lamb over 71.5 projected receiving yards. We've got Tony Pollard over his rushing yards. We have Daniel Bellinger over receptions. Saquon Barkley over rushing yards. Zay Jones over receptions. Joe Mixon over receptions. David Njoku over yards. Donovan Peoples-Jones over receptions. Jacoby Brissett over pass completions. Ryan Suckup over field goals. And Jason Myers over field goals. If you guys are tailing today, I wish you the best of luck. Again, there will be a video coming out for the later games. So if there's nothing that sticks out in this group to you, save your money. Wait for the late games. You know, there's nothing saying you gotta jump on these picks just because they're coming out. These are, a lot of them are leans, like I said. So I do like this card an awful lot, though. And we're gonna just get rid of Pollard. I like Barkley getting there, and we're going to drop this in before the lines move. All right, cool. So that's that, guys. Yeah, well, again, if you're tailing, I wish you guys the best of luck. Please, again, like the video, check out the Discord, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Until the next one, good luck and peace, guys.